Okay, you know what? Today we are going to talk about risks. Now the question is, are you a risk taker? Okay, so what does to take a risk mean? It means that we have to go out of our comfort zone and to experience something new. Maybe something that will give us a good, a rewarding experience, a rewarding result, or it can be a painful experience, but also the reward is that we learn a lot about that. Okay, Lourdes, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Excellent. How has your week been?
You fine. I rest the weekend.
Okay, that's pretty good. Excellent. All right. So let's talk about risks. So, you know what? Whenever we have to make a decision, we can have two options. Here we go. One of the options is number one, to stay the course and to keep on in the normal way. Or we can also have the decision of taking a risk, what implies that we are going to make a change in the things we are doing or maybe in the way we are living. This can be sometimes stressful and this can be also sometimes difficult. Julia, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. All right, you know what? As I told everybody before, we are talking about taking risks. So let me tell you something. To take a risk is a very difficult decision, but to stay the course is very also a very difficult decision because it implies also to decide what to do. And sometimes we can decide that we don't need a change in our lives. So it's difficult also. All right. So you know what? I would like to ask everyone, what happens to you when you need to make a decision? Do you stay the course or do you take a risk? Isabel, what about you?
I usually take the risk because that means that I can change the way I am doing the things, and probably I will get some extra benefits or some save time or money or any kind of a benefit is possible when you take a risk. Also, it could be kind of dangerous.
Yes, it could also be.
But that means the risk.
That's it,
Yeah.
yes.
So I prefer to take the risk and change or make a little bit change.
All right, thank you very much, Isabel. All right, Isabel, please tell us, who's next?
Jamile is there.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Sorry, I'm retarded because I arrived just in this moment.
Oh, it's okay.
So if you can tell me what is the topic?
Oh, yes, of course. You know what? Today we are talking about taking the risk. We are discussing if when we need to make a decision, do we stay the course or do we take a risk? We want to make a change. What about you?
Well, I think it's the better option to take a risk because stay the course is like a routine, or it's not the your best option, because if you take a risk, in one hand you can improve your situation, and in the other hand, yes, it's a risk, but it's necessary. If it is no pain, no gain, something like that, no? It's a how do you say refrain in English?
An old saying.
An old saying? Okay.
Saying.
Saying.
Yes, you're right. That's true. No pain, no gain.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much, Jamile. And so, Jamile, tell me, who's next?
Next, Leticia.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay.
Okay. In my life, I have taken a risk, but mostly I didn't have a good result, and in this time, I'm afraid to take a risk.
Well, you know what? I think that, yes, sometimes the results are not the best. But anyway, we learn. So we can be afraid of taking risks, but we can take advantage of all of the knowledge that we have now. So
yeah,
thank you very much for sharing your opinion. So tell us, who's next, Leti?
Julia Cervantes is next.
Right, thank you.
Okay. Well, I think all the people in the world have been in a situation who needed to take risks or stay in the course. In my life, I have many situations that I preferred take the risk, and all the times that I took the risk, all the good things happen in my life. For that reason, I still preferring taking the risk. It's difficult to take the bigger decisions, but I think it's the best for the people, because when you are in one situation in your life that is like routine and boring, you are doing nothing with your life. So I think it's better for everyone to take the risk and do different things to how do you say salirse del camino?
To be out.
To be out the way.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, that's pretty good. Thank you very much. All right, please tell us, who's next?
Lourdes.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, I think if certain moments I think I have luck, and then I take a risk, but not all the time. In some moments, I think it is important stay the course if we are not satisfied in this moment. So we have to think about that. And if it's good luck, we can take a risk, but in other form, maybe it's better stay the course.
Yes, you're right. Well, I guess that we have to evaluate the situation, and we can say if it is necessary and we want to do it, it's okay, let's go. But if it is not necessary and maybe it is risky enough to say no, it's so wise to say, I would prefer to stay the course.
Yes.
Right. Lourdes, thank you very much. Okay, who's next, Lourdes?
Norma?
Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm a person who likes to organize everything, Maggie, because I like control of the situation. I used to be very organized. I like to give give orders. I like to have a schedule of every single day of my life. But I'm trying to change that, but because I was getting like really stressful when things didn't get as I planned, as I imagined that. And well, I think it's important to flow with the situation that every day. And well, I think it's good to be open to the, I don't know, to the possibilities. And believe me, it's less stressful.
Oh, yes, that's it. You're right. Whenever we want everything to happen as we are, as we expect it to be, yes, a change may also maybe spoil our structures. All right, thank you very much. Please tell us, who's next?
Who is missing? Laura Diaz?
Laura
Yes.
is missing, yes.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay, don't worry.
Okay. So what are you talking about? Sorry.
Yeah, you know what? We are talking about what happens when you want to make a change in your life, when you have to make a decision. Do you take the risk or do you stay the course?
Well, I think most of the part you have to make, it depends on the situation. Most of the times I would like to take a risk. Because I don't like the routine, so sometimes I prefer to take advantage of opportunities because sometimes you don't have the opportunity again. So I prefer take the risk when you have to do it. And if it's not work, that's okay. Everybody make a mistake, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's it. And you know what? I think that those mistakes can be a great opportunity for learning anything else.
Yes, for sure. They say that every mistake is a lection. Oh my goodness, a lesson on your life. Lesson on your life, and that's what I think.
Excellent. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Who's next?
I don't know who has to.
Who's missing?
I think nobody.
Excellent. All right. So you know what? I want to show you something. Here we have the way we make a decision. We have a situation, and from that situation, we have to make a decision A and a decision B. A decision A, for example, in this case, could be for Aggie to say hello to Dan. And the response may be that then Dan may say hi back. And Aggie is going to receive a reward. Aggie and Dan become great friends. But it can also happen another unexpected. Dan may ignore Aggie, and she's in the risk of being hurt and embarrassed. But it is something so useful, something that happens all of the time. Even, for example, whenever we decide what to eat today, whenever we decide if we want to wake up early or to keep on sleeping, whenever we decide if we want to get married or not, if we want to travel, if we want to have a job, to change our job, to continue studying, many things can happen. So, tell me, what's the way you face the opportunities of life? Let's suppose that we have a very good opportunity, a very good job offer. What do you do? So if you had a very good job opportunity, would you take the risk, or would you prefer to say, oh no, I'm okay? This is the situation. I'm going to write it in the chat. You are offered a job in China, teaching Spanish language. And you are offered a good salary and nice benefits. But you don't know how to speak Chinese. What would be your answer? What would you decide doing? Okay, so think about it, and please do me a favor. Could you write your responses in the chat? Here Julia is asking if it is necessary to speak Chinese. Well, not for the job, but you are going to offer to be living in China. So what would you do? What could it be your decision? To go to China, to keep on studying here in Mexico, to wait for another opportunity? I don't know. All right, pretty good. Norma wrote, Well, it is always better to do it. I guess to be able to make the decision is better always, because if you do not do that, you will be left wondering what would have happened if, and it could be a life-changing experience. Hey, that's so wise, Norma. Thank you. Letty wrote, I will say yes. In this time of my life, I am very resilient because of my failures in the past. Hey, that's wisdom. Yes. Lourdes wrote, I'm already retired right now, so I would like to take this risk because it will not affect my salary, but I think I need something sure. Hey, yes, that's so sensible. All right, what about the others? All right, Yamile wrote, I'd accept that job because it could be a great opportunity to enjoy and learn new communication ways like gestures, another way of seeing life. It is an interesting adventure. Depends on money for me. Would be a cute experience. Hey, that's great. Laura wrote, yes, of course, I will take it. You will get paid. You will learn about another culture, and also you will grow up as a person. Excellent. That's pretty nice. All right, Isabel wrote, I think to teach Spanish, I will need to learn Chinese. It could be a great opportunity. I would take it. Hey, you are real risk takers. Excellent. Okay, Julia wrote, it's a hard decision. China doesn't like me so much. Now, okay, I don't like China very much, but I can stand my job right now. I would take it if I can carry my cat with myself. Oh, of course. Of course, you can take into consideration your cat. I would do it also. Okay, pretty good. You know what? They were wonderful responses. Thank you very much. Yes, we have to take into consideration many things, but at least we have to make a decision. That's right. Okay. So, you know what? I would like you to tell me if you have an experience that has been so difficult for you to decide to do. For example, have you changed your job? Have you traveled to live abroad? Have you got married or got divorced? Something so difficult for you. I would like to share my experience with you. Well, once upon a time, I was living with my husband, but the situation with him was not so rewarding. So I decided to quit. I decided to go, to leave the house and to start living alone with my children. And it was a very difficult decision to make because of many prejudices, because of many fears that I had. But anyway, I did it. I took my children and I left home. And for me, at first, it was so difficult. For my children also because they were afraid. They were, yes, they were worried about what would it happen. But we realized that we can do many things together. And we realized also that we can enjoy life in a different way. And now my children are just to finish their university studies. Two of them are married, They are very happy. I have two granddaughters, and my ex-husband remarried, and he's living also very happily. So I guess that it was a very good um, result for everyone. But at first, it was so painful. It was so difficult. Okay, so I don't know. Do you, Laura, have you had any very difficult situation, a very difficult decision to make?
Um, yes, I do. I remember a few years ago, I was working in Puebla City, and my husband got an opportunity to travel to United States. So he was he got a position at Boston College in Boston, Massachusetts. So I had to leave my job and came with him and my little boy. And after that, I started as a housewife, and it was really hard in the first months because I came to United States without English, without enough English, and also it was not easy to start working at home as a mom, the full time. But it's good. I am now. I feel very good because my son has another opportunity that I didn't have, and my husband too. And also, I grow up. I grow up in different way, but I feel very good about the results. So
Thank you very much. It was a wonderful experience. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Laura, who's next?
What about Isabel?
All right, thank you. Isabel, we listen to you.
Okay. Talking about Chinese, I remember some years ago, I was there in China for my job. We had a project, and we went 2 persons, and we were there like 2 weeks. But one weekend it was Labor Day, so everybody goes off, and we were there alone. Nobody helped us, especially with the language. And we decided what to do. We were in the Yantai, that is a small city, very far from the big cities, far from the good sites. Then I decided that I wanted to visit the Great Wall in China because
Oh, nice.
it was my opportunity. I think, oh, maybe I never more will be here again. So this is my opportunity. Take it or leave it. Then I talked with my friend, and we decided, yes, okay, let's go. But we had to go like a backpack traveler. And we took one small backpack, and we started the adventure to get the tickets. And we went by train from Yantai to Beijing, and we came back by plane. So we had the chance to know how the Chinese people lives in Labor Day, and we had many good experience. So it's a long story, but finally we had chance to know the Great Wall. We passed a great weekend, And when we came back, all the Chinese were surprised. Oh, how did you do alone? How did you get it? And they say probably somebody could steal your wallet in the train, but never happens. It was every very okay. So that was one very hard decision, especially for the circumstance.
Hey, that was wonderful. But you know what? I have adopted. How did you cope with that? Did you speak Chinese?
No.
Yeah, yes, you said that.
Yeah.
No, not a lot about language.
No, but you know what? China is growing up, so many people is trying to learn English.
Yes.
So they try to talk to you. They want to try their English with you. So you can find many kind people that is they help us a lot.
Oh my.
So yeah, we were in Beijing, and many people came to us and offer assistance. Hey, where are you coming from? And we talk with them, and just talking with the people, we make the connections, and we could get to the Great Wall.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You know what? It was not only beautiful because of the experience you had, but also because you could see the support of all the people.
Yes.
That was so warm. Hey,
Yes.
congratulations to you. Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Okay.
thank you very much for sharing your experience. Tell me, who's next?
Okay. Miriam.
All right, thank you. Miriam, welcome.
I think Media has a problem to hear us.
Yeah, I think so.
She said that she
Cannot hear us.
All right, so anybody else, and I will direct meanwhile Miriam, all right?
yes.
Hello.
All right, so what about Lydia? Okay.
Yes, I'm lost in another meeting. Sorry, it's late. Can you tell me what are you talking about, please?
Oh yes, of course. Look at this. What we are going to do is to share any experience, any very difficult decision that you have to make.
Okay. Mm, 6 years ago, I think that I had the principal decision of my life because I was living in Tabasco.
Okay.
And some friends offered to me to change for the work, but I have a child. In that time, he has 3 years, more or less. Well, I decided to came to Mexico City, but I need to leave to my son to Tabasco. It was it's so difficult. I needed to travel on weekend for 1 year, more or less. After that, I decided to bring to my son here, but we didn't have any parents, families, no, relatives, no?
Relatives.
Relatives here. So my son was a child. He needed pues time, no, some care. The clients was difficult because he always unhealthy. So the time was difficult, but the time is transcribed. Today my son have 10 years, and we meet a lot of people because he played soccer. So we have friends. Some of them I renames angels because they help me too much with my son. Yay!
Okay, thank you very much. You know what? I guess that it was a very difficult situation, but you were brave enough to cope with everything. So congratulations to you.
Thank you, teacher.
All right. Yes, family is the first. So whenever we have to fight for making them a better life or to be more comfortable, to be okay, it's the most important.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Lydia. Okay, tell
Thank
us,
you,
who's next?
Jamilet? No, Jamil?
Yamilet.
Okay.
Okay, Yamilet, we listen to you. Yamile, hello. Maybe she had some problems with her microphone. What about Lourdes?
Yes, I had an difficult experience, decision when I decided to go to Mexico City for study my doctoral studies. I have to leave my children in Morelia. They are very little, but I decided to go to study my doctoral study. I only saw my children the weekends for about 3 years. But finally, I think it was a very good experience because I could get a PhD, and it helped me to get a great job, and it was a benefit for all of us. My children stayed here with my family, and I was calm because I knew they were fine, and I could make these studies.
Yes.
But it was at the first moment, it was a difficult decision.
Wow. Yes, it was so difficult, but anyway, you did it. You could make it. Congratulations to you. All of our efforts are translated in benefits.
Yes.
Thank you very much for sharing your experience.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. Now let's see if Miriam can listen to us. Miriam, are you there?
Yes, teacher. Good evening.
Excellent. I'm very happy that you can listen to everyone.
Okay, thanks.
All right. So, Miriam, you know what? We are talking about some experiences that we have faced. So, has it been any difficult situation for you to face?
Well, I think, yeah. I think the most difficult situation for me was when I made a decision to get a divorce because of my children. I am not justifying, but in my opinion, I think that if I am okay, my children will do it. So it was a difficult situation, but I think it's better for everybody, children and for me, no? Because I think that case, my children are important, but I need to be okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
this relationship was really bad. So
Yeah.
that's why I think this has been the most difficult situation that I have had. I think.
Oh my, and it is, indeed it is, to change the way you are living and to change, well, the family structure. It's a very difficult decision. But anyway, I guess that at the end of the day, it is beneficial for everybody.
Yes, of course. And the most important, in this case, the most important person, I think it's me.
Yes, that's it.
Yes, because I think, as I told you, if I am okay, my children will do it.
Yes, that's it. You know what? I remember that time ago, people used to say, my children first. But of
No.
course, it was not possible sometimes because whenever you are not okay, you can't be the quality parent that we could be. But whenever we are happy, we can give happiness.
Yes, of course. Of course. Of course.
Yes, that's it. Well, congratulations to you. All right,
Okay.
Miriam, tell us who's next. We have
Oh,
already sent to Lydia, to
Lydia,
uh,
with Lydia. Lydia,
okay, Lydia, we listen to you.
I have already tell you, but maybe another decision.
Yes, yes, why not?
Well, I usually work in Pemex, no? But nowadays the price has a lot of change. Um, uh, um, Yesterday, my boss told me that I don't have uh, the how do you say ascenso?
The rice?
The rice that he was promised me.
Promising.
Promising. Okay. It was so terrible, no, for me. Yeah, I feel very bad. And I need to think in positive ideas because I see some partner that have the same problem, but some days don't have work, no.
Yeah.
So is you think you need to change the shape of idea, no, of your mind, no?
You have to change
Because
your mind.
because if you think negative for, but you don't enjoy your work. So I think that is not happy because you need to enjoy your work. It is important the money, but I think that the two items is important, no? So do you like it and the money that you earn? And well, I think that is money that I receive, and I need to do something different, no? Or to have a best where salary, maybe I don't know,
Yes,
but
a best income, a better income.
yes. Well, is you listen the new president have a lot of change, no? So I don't know what it happened to my in price, but
Yeah.
I think that I need to have a positive idea. Enjoy it and prepare, no?
Hey, that's it. And you know what? Everything will be okay. I'm very sure of that. And something that you mentioned about the very important of being happy with what you do, I guess that it's really, really, really important. Whenever we don't do the things that we love, we can be frustrated. And that frustration kills, really kills people. So it is very good to look for the things you like to do. So congratulations for you to be brave. So don't worry. I guess everything will be okay. All the things that happens have a reason, and they happen because of a reason. So it will be okay. You will see.
Yes, I think that the time of God is perfect.
Yes, that's it. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please tell us who's next. Maybe
Yeah.
we.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Ah, I can participate. I can participate like 10 years ago because I have a problem with the microphone.
Oh yes, of course. Please go ahead.
Okay, my experience about it was when I quit my first job because it was a well-paid job and a good, how do you say, position? A good position in
Yeah,
the job?
yeah, a good position, un buen puesto.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, but I didn't have a life. Always I was traveling without an exit time. And for this, I took the risk of giving up that job. And I was afraid because I thought that if I can't incorporate in another job or many things, but I took the risk, and I found another job with less pay, but with more time, and I think that was the best option for me.
Wow, that's wonderful. You know, you are a very brave person and a very sensible one. Yes, whenever we pay attention just to the money, we don't see the other necessities that we have. That was wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. I don't know if we are skipping anyone. Lourdes, what do you think, Norma? Want to say anything to participate? Yes.
Well, everybody talk about very life-changing experience, and what I was thinking is less amazing.
Please talk to us.
Well, when I was studying at college, I had the opportunity to study abroad, and it was at Spain, at Barcelona. But it was the first time that I was traveling by myself, completely alone. And I had to decide if I wanted to take the opportunity. But you know what? I was terrifying by traveling alone because I'm very, very clueless. And I just saw that movie that was called, I don't know the name in English, but I'm sure you can remember La Persecución, something that happened with the daughter of a guy, and they end up in, I don't know, in very extreme country, and everything went wrong.
Oh my.
So I was terrifying. But finally, I went to Spain. I studied. I really like it. I enjoyed everything. I enjoyed the food. I traveled around Europe, but at the end, it was a life-changing experience. In my opinion, it was good at the end.
Hey, and you said that it was not to be so exciting as the others, but yes, it was. Yeah, you know, whenever we try anything for the first time, everything is terrifying. Even whenever we are going to eat something that we consider that we don't like, it could be terrifying. But
Yes, indeed
yes,
it is.
so you not only took the decision, you not only made the decision of doing that, but also you did it. And so you were meeting new people, tasting new food, and learning anything else about transportation even, because to travel alone is so different about
Yes,
traveling with anybody else.
yes, it is me.
Wow. And talk to me about Spain. What was the food that you liked the most?
They have something in Barcelona that is called crema catalana. That is a kind of dulce de leche, and it was very delicious. The paella also. We have fabada. We also went to France, but well, yes, fine. At the end, I made friends over there, and it was that they were from France, from Paris, and we went to Paris, and in Paris also the food was very delicious.
Hey, that was a very nice experience. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Maggie.
All right, it was wonderful. All right, I don't know if anyone else wants to comment anything. Okay, Julia, we listen to you.
I had a similar situation to Norma. I had the opportunity to study abroad in United States in Washington D.C., and it was so difficult decision for me because I haven't traveled alone by myself, and even in other countries, so it was so hard. But at the end, I took the opportunity and I traveled to DC, and I lived there 3 months, and I made wonderful friends from Mexico because the program was called Mexico 100. So we were 100 Mexicans in DC. So I made Mexican friends and not American friends, but I think it was a wonderful opportunity to meet people from all Mexico.
Hey, that was beautiful. You know what? I went to Indiana, to the University of Southern Indiana in the program Proyecta 100,000. But we went there and we stayed with an international community. So we had the opportunity also to meet people from all over the world. And I was almost just to marry with an Arabic man, but I decided not to do it because I am old enough to do many other things. But it was exciting. And yes, I know what you say, because whenever we are university students again, and do many things, we can meet new people and see how they live, how they have fun. Another experience so different from that we have lived in here. That was wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, anybody else? Don't be shy, come on. No? Well, you know what? I really enjoyed today's session. I guess that more than a English practice session, it was a nice talk. I really loved to be talking to you. And I really thank you for your attention, for your attendance, and for your participation. So, see you next class. Meet you here. Have a very good night.
Thank you, Maggie. Good night.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
For your time.
Bye.
Good night.
Good
Have a
night.
nice week.
Likewise, thank you very much.